So I've been punched in the face, I don't know, dozens of times in my life.
Here is Cenk Uygur of the Young Turks lying his butt off.
I've gotten into about 30 actual street fights in my life. And the most important part of a street fight is being able to take a punch to the face. So I've been punched in the face, I don't know, dozens of times in my life. I used to start fights by saying, I'll let you take the first punch. Okay.
Cenk Uygur is going into this diatribe of fantastical stories because he was called out for saying he could beat Joe Rogan in a fight. Back in 2021, Cenk was taking on a guy named Michael Smerconish over if the men on the left are wimpy. And Cenk got crazy with Smerconish and basically said, you know, if you want to throw down with me, I'll do it. And that blew up into this guy responding to Cenk, saying he'll make a $1,000 donation if Cenk would call Rogan a loser to his face. Now, this man doesn't ask Cenk to fight Joe Rogan. He just wants Cenk to call Rogan a loser to his face. But Cenk takes it a step farther and acts like it's gonna be violent. And he says it's incredibly dumb and wouldn't work. I'm much larger than Joe and I've fought my whole life. I'd end him. Cenk doesn't have a chance of beating Joe Rogan. I don't even know if he has a chance of beating me. He sure ain't gonna beat Joe Rogan. Let's break down these clips. This first one is the biggest lie, where he says he was in about 30 street fights.
I've gotten into about 30 actual street fights in my life.
If you had 30 actual street fights, you would be missing some teeth, and you'd have a lot of scars. And according to him, dozens of times he let them punch him in the face first. This dude would not look like that.
I used to start fights by saying, I'll let you take the first punch. Okay.
You can see where Lex Fridman laughs at him, because this is a ridiculous story. Also, Cenk says he starts the fights. What kind of psycho starts 30 street fights? What kind of psycho even has 30 fights in their life? I was a repo man. I worked for the state attorney's office. I was an intelligence clerk. I was a political operative. I did a lot of stuff. And man, I never had to have 30 street fights. There might be 3 in 30 years, and they're just minor confrontations because people back down quick when they think you're serious.
And the most important part of a street fight is being able to take a punch to the face.
No. The most important part is to get the hell out of there because it's dangerous and stupid. And what is this street fight? This guy's dreaming of Street Fighter video games in his head. He is a fabulist. I never had a fight in the street. They're in business buildings. They're in a lot of meeting rooms. You'd be shocked. They're in back offices. But 30 so-called street fights, that's a street you got to avoid in the future. But Lex Fridman knocked it out of the park with this response to Cenk.
I think it's probably the stupidest thing I've ever heard you say. So I wrestled and did jiu-jitsu and judo and all the kinds of fighting sports my whole life.
Joe Rogan has his own personal professional training gym. Here's Cenk doing some burger lifts. Not a chance, bro. Cenk also has 3 drinks in front of him. I wanted an AI picture of Cenk boxing Joe Rogan, but it gave me one of these pictures. And this kind of looks like the love child of Cenk and Joe Rogan. So I don't have a picture of them boxing, but at least we know what their son would look like if they had a baby together.
I bet you, I don't like this take you have a lot. I bet you he hates it because him as an MMA commentator, he gets to hear so many bros.
Yeah.
It's all about the mindset, bro.
Cenk then says he can beat up Alex Jones and still has a chance against Rogan. Watch how blissfully unaware of himself Cenk is.
So, and then for Alex, the main thing, and also true for Rogan, is it's about willpower, right?
It's all about the mindset, bro.
I mean, I don't know what to say. I have nothing personal against Cenk Uygur. He seems like an okay guy. He's very left. He's clearly lying about 30 street fights. He's exaggerating a lot. And, you know, that part where he's like, he's got the will after Lex Fridman says to him, the whole mocking, it's about the mindset, bro. The guy's just, I don't know what to say. The guy is clearly lying. And it's just too bad.